You are watching part 3 of a video series where I attempt to take the worst possible photo in Pokemon Snap. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, feel free to click the link on the top right to watch those and get all caught up. Okay, I am back for another round of Pokemon Snap and trying to take the worst possible photo ever. So, in the first part, I just messed around, played a few of the courses, took some pictures, and managed to get a truly awful picture of Electrode with a score of 50. I then went back to the drawing board, found out that a Japanese player by the name of 0xwas had taken some worse pictures than me and had managed to get all the way down to 40, so I took some pictures of Bulbasaur and I was able to match that score of 40. But that still raises the question about whether you can go any lower than 40. This Japanese player was clearly very dedicated to taking awful pictures of Pokemon, so I don't know if you can go any lower than that, but that's something I want to test out today. So before I get into it, I do want to recap what I have learned so far on this journey of trying to take truly awful pictures in Pokemon Snap. So, the stat that we care about is the size stat, and you want that as low as possible, and you want that to be your only scoring stat. So, taking a picture from far away will give you a low score, but it doesn't give you that low of a score, because as far as I can tell, the reason being is that all of the Pokemon is still in frame. So when it's trying to judge the size, it both considers the distance of the Pokemon, or should I say the size of the Pokemon on screen, how much of the screen is being taken up by that Pokemon, which of course by being far away you reduce that by quite a bit, but it also takes into consideration how much of the Pokemon is on screen. Of course, that's the part that's quite tricky, because if you're quite far away, it might not recognize it as being that Pokemon, and if some of it is obscured, it might also not think it's that Pokemon, which kind of means that you want, ideally, for the Pokemon to be small and to be obscured, but enough of it on frame so it's still recognized as that Pokemon.
Well done.
So the most success I have had is by having the Pokemon be quite close, but make sure that most of the Pokemon is obscured, so it's close enough so the game recognizes, yes, this is a picture of that Pokemon, but so much of it is obscured that it can only give a tiny score. I hope that all makes sense. That's where I'm currently at, and maybe I'll learn something new today. Maybe that's going to change. Maybe that's not 100% correct, but with those fundamentals, I'm going to jump back in and give this a go. There are two potential ideas I have for this, to getting an even lower score. The first one comes from being inspired by a post that the user Fest of Holding made on the game dev subreddit on Reddit, and it talks about the size when it comes to the scoring system. And the interesting part of this is saying, if the Pokemon is too far away, you'll receive a small score and the scoring process will stop for that photo. Makes sense, that's what I've been seeing. But also, your received score will also be lower if the Pokemon is so close that parts of it are outside the frame. Now that is something that I've already known, but I have not considered it from the case of getting it outside the frame. Instead, I've done it from the perspective of having the Pokemon be obscured by something, which has been quite effective. So what I want to start with is, can I find a Pokemon that is so big that by taking a picture of it extremely close, it cuts out so much of the Pokemon that actually I get a very low score. So that's what I initially want to do. We're going to take a look at the different courses, and I want to find a big Pokemon, a nice big Pokemon. I'm going to try and zoom all the way in and just see what score that gets. Is that going to be like lower than 100? Because if it's not, then probably not too useful. But that's the first thing I want to try out. So we are starting out with Beach, and the reason why we're starting with Beach is not just because it's the first level of the game, but because of Snorlax. There is a giant Snorlax just coming up here. Look at him. Huge fella. So we're going to wake him up. It's not actually that close. That's actually not as zoomed in as I thought it would be. Let's take a few of these though. Actually, maybe I can get it on this corner here. If I go a little bit round. Didn't mean to... No, wake up, dude. Wake up! Actually... Oh, yeah, see, that's the problem. Like, if he's not awake, it doesn't count it, I don't think. But let's see what those did. Let's see if any of those are any... I was going to say any good, but any bad, really, isn't it? Okay, so I'm seeing some potential here. In terms of percentage of Snorlax in the frame, these are pretty low. Especially these ones. Alright, okay, so those ones from a distance counted as Butterfree. These ones didn't count as anything. That one seems pretty bad to me, so we're going to give that one a go. If it's sub 100, then that's a good start. Yep, that's my picture of Snorlax. What do you think of it? Size 120, still quite high. It's still on the low end, but Snorlax actually wasn't as big as I thought he was going to be. I assumed he was going to be a lot bigger than that, so yeah, maybe Snorlax is no good. Let's keep trying different levels, seeing if we can find any more big boys. So when you say big boys to me, the first thing I think of is Charizard, because you get so ridiculously close to that thing, and it's actually even really hard to take a decent picture of Charizard if you're not careful, so that's what I'm going to try next. In my head, I think I can really fill the frame with that dragon. Although while I'm here, I do want to take some more pictures of Moltres. There was a little bit of potential that we had before about Moltres is going to go behind this rock. Where's he? Where'd he go? Yeah, there we go. He's going to go behind that rock. I got quite lucky last time that he got a bit obscured, but okay. I don't think I got a decent picture of it then, but hopefully it's worth a go, right, while we're here. Hello, Charmeleon. In you go. Oh, no, messed that up. Oh, now he's running. What are you doing? Okay, in you go. Out comes Charizard. Let's get some low shots. Very low. Maybe just the wing? I wonder if just the wing's going to count. I'm just mashing A at this point. Okay. There's some potential there. There's some real potential, I think. Yeah, didn't really get anything good of Moltres. I was hoping maybe this one would have done it, but no, he's not counting that, is it? Is he? Well, we might as well show him something. So yeah, that's very similar to the one I got before in the previous part. So we'll show him that one, just in case. You never know. Right. That one intrigues me because of just how much... He's like underground. He's like in the lava. I like the lighting as well. It's kind of creepy. Actually, I don't like it. I like it because I don't like it. Then that's him stretching out. Very good. And then he stopped counting for a bit. But we got a bit of wing. We definitely got a bit of wing. Look at that. Man, I want to try all of these. I think I'm going to have to try all of these with Oak. I'm going to have to do another run and just take some more pictures. But I think I'm going to start with the one that creeped me out a bit. This one. Him emerging. Like, most of him's under lava, which I think looks really cool. But really, in terms of size, probably shouldn't give me a lot of points. Okay, 150 for the Moltres. No real surprise there. My actual picture of Moltres is pretty terrible. So, yeah. Ew. Okay, Charizard. Let's see what we got. 670 there. 370. Okay. So that doesn't seem to be the way to go. Like, him emerging is still counting as quite a lot of the Pokemon. Like, I don't know if the size is percentage of the Pokemon. That's somewhat what I'm banking on, right? Like a giant Pokemon, if you only took a picture of its foot, percentage-wise, that would be a tiny amount of that Pokemon. So that's kind of what I'm testing here, but even that is still counting as 370. As you can see, the one on the left is a 670. Very cool shot by me. But that hides a ton of stuff as well. But even then, it's not... Yeah, okay, 370. Right, so we've got to try the wing thing this time. See if the wing thing is going to give us anything. These Vulpixes are very close, aren't they? I'll take a quick picture of a Vulpix tail. I'm not above such things. I'm once again going to take another picture of Moltres, just because I'm too curious not to. Mash that A button. Mash that A. Mash it. Get it mashed. Oh, no. I started going a little bit quicker there. I pressed the R button, which I think kind of... put me in a worse position, actually thinking about it, but Oh, Charmeleon. In you go. In you go. I should be better at knocking this guy into the lava at this point. I really feel. Here he comes. Gonna do a little run. Or not. In you go anyway. In you go. In you go. There we go. So we're going to take some more pictures of him coming out, just to be safe. I didn't get that many pictures of him coming out. Oh, and it's over already. Alright, I think I got what I needed. But there's two more things I want to try. His, like, belly, like, just his belly, and, like, his wing. I just want to see if that's going to give me a low picture. Oh, these Vulpix tails are not going to... That's not going to do it, is it? I'll show it anyway, but, I think that says more about me than it does about Oak. Oh, these are quite bad. Oh, look at that one. That's quite terrible. Oh, which one's worse, though? I'll go with this one. But he's tiny. Moltres is tiny in that picture. Look at that one, though. Oh, it doesn't even count. Look at that one, though. Oh, man. I'm really getting, like, excited that maybe Moltres is the way to go here. I haven't been able to get a sub 100 with Moltres, but it's giving me a lot of things to think about. All right, there we go. That is just his wing and a little bit of claw. So that's got to be quite low. Okay, Moltres. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what we get. A 50! A 50 on the Moltres. I know that's not what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a 30-point picture, but that's got me very curious. If I can get a 50 on the Moltres, imagine if it was just a little bit smaller. If I got that angle just a little bit different, that could go down to 40, or dare I even say 30. There's more to explore with Moltres, I feel. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Last time it was, what, a 360, something like that? Or in the 300s. A 200, right. So definitely less, but not as little as I was hoping. So I do want to do that again. I definitely want to do Volcano again, but now I've got two different things I want to try. I want to keep trying with Moltres. If I can get a 50 with Moltres, like a 50, guys. Like if I can get a 50 with that. So I'm going to keep taking pictures of Moltres and keep taking pictures of Charizard because hopefully one of the two will help us out. Although I've only got a 200 with Charizard, which isn't great. But anyway, maybe we can still go lower with that. I don't know. But I think Moltres is the way. Off goes Moltres. Okay, so there's no point taking a picture of Moltres when it's coming out the lava. It seems to come out so... It comes out like all at once. It's not even obscured. So, okay, off he goes. Now hammer that A button. Hammer it. Hey, I don't know if I got it. Like, I don't know. Because I don't think it's worth, like, timing that. That's my current thinking. I don't think it's worth timing when I take a picture of Moltres because it's just so kind of random. But I'd rather just go for, like, quantity when it comes to those pictures. But I'm so bad at hitting this guy in the lava. It's right there. Oh, and in you go, mate. There we go. Okay, out he comes. That's a lot of belly. That's a lot of belly. It's not... Okay, he's now doing the wing thing. I feel like a real creep doing this. I don't feel good. Gonna get some more... Maybe get some of the back. End. Alright, we're done. We're out of film. That was a lot of pictures of Charizard. Look at these! Look at these pictures of Rapidash. I am very proud of myself. I've really outdone myself. That's a That's a picture of Rapidash, everybody. I've got to send that to Oak just to see what he says. All right, Moltres, here we go. Charmander is photobombing that picture. How low do we go here? Okay, not great on the Moltres front. Let's send the wing one though. Although I don't think that's going to be low. What we got on Charizard? Just his head. That one's an interesting one, but I still think it's taking up like so much of the frame there that that's not going to really do us any good. 17 pictures. When does this stop? Okay, those are actually some semi-good pictures. Not all of these. That one's pretty bad, but I'm not too confident in it. So let's just do a stomach one. What's the smallest stomach one we have? There we go. It looks really thin. Looking good, Charizard, man. Kind of curious about this Rapidash one. I'm shocked it even counted as a picture. Like, that might be the worst pictures I've taken, regardless of the score. 260, yeah, like, that sucks, dude. That's not Rapidash, is it? Just isn't. Okay, Moltres, I'm not optimistic about this one. Just curious. Yeah, 180. Miles away. Hey, Charizard. The belly shot of Charizard. Is it going to be less than 200? It's a 140. Interesting. So we are getting low scores with Charizard, but I don't think I'm seeing what I want to be seeing with Charizard. Like, I think these are still just too high, and I don't really have any good way of, like, obscuring parts of Charizard. So ideally, I would get a big Pokemon that I can take a picture of up close that I can obscure. But I want to keep going with Moltres a bit. I just want to see, can that go lower? The fact I got a 50, I got a 50 with Moltres. So I'm going to try that a few more times and just see, can I get lower than 50 with Moltres? I've hit the egg a little bit early that time. I'm not going to press R just to see if I can be even lower down. Like, I want to be real low down here. Okay, so there goes Moltres. I want to try and get it in the center of the frame. A bit early. Okay. I think that's a little bit better, but we'll see. No, didn't quite count. Yeah, you can see Moltres is just there, just poking out, but sadly didn't count. Oh, a 60! That's a 60? Excuse me? That's a 60 for size? But so much of Moltres is in that frame. That's really interesting. I did not think that was going to be a 60. I wonder how much the game actually counts its wings as part of it. So it clearly is not as simple as have this percentage of the Pokemon in the frame and you get this score. Like, I know it's like percentage, I know it's like how much of the Pokemon is in the frame and also how far away it is, but that one for size is like so much of Moltres is in that frame. I guess it's just Moltres is so small, and maybe like the wings are counted a lot more of the bird. So if you get a picture of Moltres without the wings, then that severely cuts down the size. I think that's what happened last time when I got that 50. So maybe that's what I should be trying to do. A faraway picture of Moltres without its wings in the picture, but still enough for it to count. That's an interesting idea, I think. Okay, so this first one counts as Magmar. And that one also counts as Magmar. That looks like a pretty bad picture of Magmar. I mean, it's an even worse picture of Moltres because it's just its feet, but I'll show that to Oak. See what he says. Why not, right? Oh. So again, to me, that is a lot less Moltres on screen than the 60 points I got on the last run. But I don't think the game's going to see it that way. I think it's like I need to see those wings gone. Although I'm not really seeing anything else that stands out. Yeah, that one's just all of Moltres in the picture. This one, again, it's just its wings, which seem to score quite a lot of points. So, yeah, let's show him this one. Let's see what he thinks. A 70 for the Magmar. Nice. I'm not getting to that, like, 30 score, but I am getting better at taking, like, really low scoring pictures. In that verse video I did, less than 100 would have made me so happy. But yeah, we're getting worse pictures of Pokemon across the board. We just haven't quite got that really bad picture of one Pokemon. Okay, Moltres. I think there's a lot of potential with this one, but I don't trust Oak. A 60. Yeah, so that's a 60. So that's got the wings in there, so maybe not, but yeah, that's still very low. But while Moltres is doing their thing, I'm going to try and get Magmar over by this rock. Right, we've got to take some pictures of Magmar, of Moltres. Hopefully one of those does it. Are any of these going to count? He is quite far away and obscured. See, look, I can see him. I can see him at the top on the left there. Oh, I hope one of those counts. I really do. Oh, here we go. That's a little bit bigger than I would have liked, but that's kind of what I'm going for here. Another wings one standing at the top. That one's pretty good. Yeah, let's give this one a go. I don't think that's going to do it. I think he's a little bit too big, but that is exactly the type of picture I was trying to take. I just wanted him a little bit smaller. But let's see about this magma situation here. Okay, so that's the smallest. Look at that's such a bad picture. Sometimes I have to remind myself of just how truly awful these pictures I'm taking are. So we'll send it, but that's quite a lot of magma in that frame. So yeah, I think it'll still be like 110, something like that. A little tiny bird over rock. A 50, another bang on 50. Can't quite break that 50 barrier, but it just feels like a little bit of good luck and I'll be able to do it. That's all I kind of need. But I have been able to get 50 twice now, so that's a very good sign. Okay, this one's a bit of a wild card. 170. Yeah, no, that's no good. Yeah, we'll save that one. So I think at this point, I still think there's potential with Moltres. But I think for my sanity, I'm going to start playing some of the other courses and see if I can find any more big boys that again, the criteria I need to meet is a big Pokemon that I can take a picture of quite close and quite zoomed in, ideally, and that I can obscure. I don't know if that Pokemon exists, but I'm just going to play through the levels and just see if anyone like stands out as meeting those criteria. Electabuzz has potential, but I need to get him in a... Okay, he's dead now, but I need to try and get something in front of him for that to work. I wonder if I can get Pikachu behind that egg. That egg seems like a good blocker for Pikachu. Get behind the egg. Ah, okay. I can hear him having a good time behind the egg. See if that's going to count for anything. Okay, we'll take a picture of this dead Electabuzz. Yeah, I think I tried this before. Taking a picture of Electabuzz with this in the way. I think I did already try that, but worth another go. Not seeing a ton of potential here. Although that's a... I mean, I like that picture. I don't think it's going to score me low, but I definitely like it. Oh, can certainly take a look at that. Oh yeah, these Pikachu pictures just stopped counting after a little bit, so that's kind of sad. Okay, let's see what an arm will get us by Oak standard. Oh, my normal picture's terrible. A 50 for the arm! A 50 for the arm! I'm just at the stage where I can just get 50s without too much trouble. I want to try the arm again. If I can get 50 with the arm, why not 40 with the arm? Why not 30 with the arm? All I did was knock him out. Yeah, I gotta try that again. You were close. There's something I haven't tried yet is Zapdos. Come on. There we go. Here he comes. Here he comes. Hello, Zapdos. I haven't tried Zapdos at all in any of these so far, so let's... What's he doing? Off he goes. Yeah, I can't really get him obscured, can I? He's just freaking out. I guess I'll keep an eye on him. Maybe we can get a picture like this. Oh no, I didn't know the door was shut. Oh no. Alright, so now we got some dancing Electabuzz, which is actually not what I wanted to do. Because now they're not in the way. That's kind of a shame. But anyway, we got some pictures of Zapdos. Maybe there's a bad one in there, but next time we'll have to not awake Zapdos so I can keep the Electabuzz behind these machines and knock him out. So apparently I've never taken a picture of Zapdos on this account. I know I have done it before. Yeah, I'll send that one, but I didn't realize the door was going to close. So there's potential there with the door closing. If I can time that correctly, maybe I can just get his head in. But yeah, I'll have to try that again. 280 for the Zapdos size. Oh, he actually likes the pose as well. What a weirdo. No, don't. No, stop it. That's not what we're doing, Oak. 90 for the Electabuzz. Okay. But there is potential here with Electabuzz, for sure. You were close. I say that a lot, don't I? I say there's potential with a lot of these, but we haven't quite been able to make something happen. But a lot of 50 so far, so we're getting there. Unfortunately for me, I can't do the Zapdos stuff and the Electabuzz stuff in one run. So I'm just going to focus on Electabuzz for the time being, because that seems to be where there's like more potential for bad pitches. I want to knock him out. Okay, that's... You don't get a lot of time to do that. Oh, here he comes. I didn't like that at all, did he? Knock him out again. So this guy's a little bit further away, which makes it a harder shot. There we go. I did that way too early. That was just way too early. That was just too early. I mean, maybe we got it, but that felt too early. Ah, yes, another arm pick. Look at that. It's just the hand. Now, on paper, right, physics and that is just his hand, and that is smaller than the last one that got 50. And he's doing like some sort of pinch motion as well, which is pretty cool. So in theory, that should score worse. I don't think that's going to happen, but that is a bad picture of Electabuzz doing a little pinchy pinch. Come on. Score me low. Hurt me, Oak. Yes! Yes! That's the buddy! Oh my God. I didn't think that was actually going to do it. I was like... Oh my God, that is so... I didn't think that was going to happen. I've been here for like an hour taking pictures of these stupid Pokemon. I didn't think that was actually going to be it. But no, the science was there, right? His arm is 50, so a little pinchy pinch is 30. It's 30. Yes. Electabuzz, you beaut. You absolute beauty. Yes. Oh, that proves it then. I am the worst player at Pokemon Snap there has ever been. If you think you're bad, get out of here. Just get out of here, I guess. It's not true. Oh, we're saving that one to the report. That is Picasso levels of brilliance. That is it. Oh, yes. Ah, take that. What's that guy's name? 0xwas. You thought you could take bad pictures. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. Come over to my house. I'll show you some lovely framed images. Oh, where is it? 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 Oh, I'm just so excited. I've never been so excited to fail. Yes, there it is. Now, I would argue that my other pictures were a lot worse, but just look at that thing. Just a little pinchy pinch in the center. Mwah. Mwah. Beautiful. So there it is, guys. I had no idea when I started recording this if this was even going to be possible, if I have just wasted so much of my time researching and looking stuff up. But yes, you can get 30. You can get 30. That's the proof. So I think, because I don't want to do another one of these, I think Pokemon Snap is driving me a bit insane. So logically, you might be saying, well, Tom, I can see that you could probably still take the picture a little bit more to the left, even though he's got that pinch thing going on. If you cut out that black stripe and moved it a little bit to the side, surely that's going to be worse. And I agree with you, reasonable viewer. So just so we can finally put this to bed, I'm going to try a few more times, just for sanity's sake, to make sure I can get a worse picture than this. just to see, because on theory, right, the science is there. The science adds up. So we'll give that a go. If not, we can declare this the winner. Yeah, so I've taken another very similar picture to the one I had before. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get that to count. But you can see, like, how much of the arm shrinks as it goes. Like, look at this. There's Electabuzz, and then off he goes. Yeah, so I wasn't able to quite get rid of that black stripe. But at least it's quite reproducible. If you want to do this at home, you totally can. This is not a random thing. Unless Oak decides to give me like a 200 for no reason. Another 30. Yeah, boom. You can just do that again. It's just that. So, okay, so we just need to take it just a little bit more. But yeah, you can totally just take this picture. And it sucks. And Oak hates it. And I like that he hates it. Oh, look at these. Look at that. So that's the picture I wanted, but that didn't even count as a picture of Electabuzz. So I think that highlights just how important getting him in the middle of the frame is. Because I think in the other ones, he was like centered. I had his hand centered on the frame. So the game knew that, yes, this is Electabuzz. As you can see, like that's the picture. That's the picture, guys. That's the one I want to go for. I just need to make sure that hand is purely centered. Because again, that one didn't count. And the only thing I can think of is that it's too far to the side. So yeah, it's possible to take this picture. I just need to make sure the hand is centered. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so he was like, yeah, mate, that's an Electabuzz. I got you. I got you. I know what that is. Absolutely no idea what you're talking about, mate. That could be anything. How dare you? Oh, yeah, Electabuzz. I know that guy. No problem. I think it was. You have to have the little thing dead on for it to count. So it knows something's there. And I guess I was a little bit off. But there we go. That's the picture I was going for. Just a little hook hand. Come on, Oak. You know you want to give it to me. You know you want to give me that 20. Give me that 10. I mean, 10 is as low as it technically could go, I guess, right? But come on. You know it's bad. You know it's bad, Oak. Look at this. 30. 20! He knew it was bad. It's a 20. Yes, he hated it. He hated it so much. Oh, okay. Right. So despite... I called it too early. I called it too early. 20. Bloody 20. I did 20. Like a 20. Oh, I know I keep saying 20, but honestly, I didn't even think that was possible. That is just like, that's insane. Insane that 20 is actually doable thanks to this silly little claw hand. All right, well, there we go. That concludes the end of our journey. Let's bring up the final picture here. That's it. What's the check do? Yeah, there we go. Technique. Oh dear. I agree with that, Oak. I agree, but there it is in all this beauty. With a score of 20, I'm declaring this is the worst photo, the worst scoring photo you can take in Pokemon Snap. So thank you very much once again for watching all 3 parts if you did. If you do have any more suggestions, I'm happy to give it a go. But to me, this concludes the journey. The only way I can go lower is with a 10. And considering just how little of Electabuzz is on screen for that picture, I don't think that's really possible. So I'm going to call it a 20. I didn't even think like 30. I didn't even know 30 was going to be possible. So I'm shocked that 20 is possible. But there it is. And feel free to give it a go at home. I don't, you might be doing a little bit of grinding to get it, but you can get it yourself. There it is, the worst possible photo in Pokemon Snap. 20! 20!